Hello, everyone. Emp here. I've realized that even after all this time making coding videos, I've never really told you guys about who I am. So I thought I'd make a video telling you that. Before that, what you're looking at right now is my cat, Debutante. She is a Tonkinese. She's about, 7, 8 years old. And she is like the most beautiful cat. Just look at those eyes right there. So gorgeous. Um, But yeah, I really like my cat, as you can probably tell. But I wanted to give you guys an introduction video about myself, so you can know who's been teaching you all this Renpai stuff. I am just turned 30 years old this February. I have a master's degree in computer science, and I have a background in teaching. I actually taught high school for 1 year before I realized that I wasn't very good at managing kids. But it's, I still really like to help others learn. I like to help them get that aha moment. It's, it makes me feel like I'm a valuable contributor to society or something if I can do that. And let's see, what else do I want to say? Um, I do tutor on the side as well, college students mostly for computer science and related things. And then I made up this little list of strengths and weaknesses and some random information. So, things that I'm good at that you may have noticed are I'm really good at analyzing problems and breaking them down into component pieces and figuring out what needs to be done in, and maybe even in what order. So that's how I'm able to usually do stuff on the fly when I'm coding for you guys. I do usually code it ahead of time, but I start fresh without looking at anything else. I don't have a second monitor hidden somewhere where I'm looking at my solution usually. So that's one thing that I'm pretty good at. I'm full of ideas. I just even got an idea for NaNoRenO uh, last night. I'm just, I have ideas all the time. Half of them come from dreams. And I like to think I'm a pretty creative person, even though I'm not an artist. I am apparently pretty good at computer science and writing. I mean, having a degree means you're probably pretty good. I struggle sometimes with imposter syndrome, feeling like, oh, I'm not as good as these other people and stuff like that. Seeing you guys thanking me for the help I've given you really helps with that. So I want to thank you guys for every time you give me a comment and stuff like that. And I'm also pretty strong at explaining things. So that's why I ended up deciding to make this YouTube channel itself. I thought, well, I'm good at coding, I'm good at explaining, and I know that there are a lot of people who struggle with this, and I can help them out. So, on to my weaknesses. I'm pretty disorganized. You've probably noticed that. You can probably tell that just from this video here, where I'm going all over the place with what I'm talking about. I have trouble finishing projects. This is evidenced by the fact that I have several open projects right now. I struggle with anxiety and depression. It's pretty well controlled, but I still have problems with it sometimes. And my hand-eye coordination is like really sucky. That's not really as relevant, but I just thought I'd mention it. So, some other random information about me. I'm definitely a cat person, as you can tell from Debutante. Um, but I do love all animals. I'm like, just seeing animals makes me happy. I'm a super taster, which means that things that taste bland to you, or at least to most people, would probably taste pretty strong to me. And I love strategy RPGs. This goes back to my lack of hand-eye coordination. Like I could never do a shooter game because I can't do it. You know, I just suck so badly at it. Strategy RPGs, which are turn-based, I can do that because I can take the time to think about things, and if I mismove something, then I usually can recover from that and stuff like that. So that's why I love RPGs and strategy RPGs. In specific. So that's a little bit about me. Thanks to you guys for listening. And what I'd actually like to do is learn some about you guys. I already know some of you, obviously, but I want to hear, what are your motivations? What are your interests? What has driven you to start learning RenPy? Are you interested in other forms of coding? Things like that. And so drop me a comment if you're interested, and I promise I'll read them all, even if I don't reply to them all. And I'll see you next time I make a regular video.